You're listening to the Trading Bear Podcast. This is episode 6, Daily Show.
Mystery player. Position.
Midfielder.
Start price.
£2.30.
Current price.
£3.82.
PB.
60p.
MB.
0.
Dividend yield.
15.71%.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining again. In the news today, Marco Reus is back fit for Dortmund and he's in the lineup away to Augsburg tonight. Although I've just seen Augsburg have just scored. It's currently Augsburg 1, Dortmund 0. However, there's no doubt about it. Having Marco Reus back is huge for Dortmund. He's the main man for them and really makes them tick. Tottenham are the 3-0 up in the Champions League, the second leg. We'll see how it goes. I think Dortmund can turn that around. Spurs will have to watch out. Second piece of news, Vinicius Jr., he's just been called up to the Brazil squad for the first time. Obviously exciting for him and exciting for us traders. We want to see him in the Brazil squad. They have the Copa America this summer. He could be the main man. Will he take it away from Neymar for the first time? Lots to look forward to in the summer regarding him. Third piece of news comes from Mesut Ozil. He's top of the MB dividends again. As to why? Not too much really. A lot of the pieces seem to be about his bounce technique in the way he scores his goals, i.e. he chips the ball down into the ground and it bounces up over the keeper. Why that quite generates as much MB interest as it does, who knows? But he's certainly getting a lot of MB attention right now and he looks good for his price. Let's go into today's Risers and Fallers then. And in today's episode of Risers and Fallers, I'm going to rename Football Index the Football Youth Club Index. All 4 players are under the age of 20. In fact, it has an average age of 18 for today. The 2 risers are Mason Greenwood from Manchester United and Aaron Wan-Bissaka from Crystal Palace. Mason Greenwood first then. He's gone up 47p and he's now a huge £6.08, making him the 27th most expensive player on the game. Has he even played a game for Manchester United yet? No. Has he shown any signs he can generate MB? No. Has he shown any signs he can generate PB? No. So why is he going up so much money? In truth, it's the hype. It's the youth hype bubble. He's playing for Manchester United, the best club in the world in terms of football index and generating MB. He was in the travelling squad, but he was omitted. So himself, Chong, Angel Gomez, and the James Garnier, the new Michael Carrick, if you believe most in the papers. All 4 of those were called up to the squad, but Greenwood and Angel Gomez were omitted. It's way too soon still for Greenwood. He's not going to play this season unless Manchester United have nothing to play for in the last few games. But looking at other players, looking at Cho, Callum Hudson-Odoi, looking at Vinicius Jr., their prices rose dramatically before they even got minutes. Now they're getting minutes. They're both around £8, £9, £10, £11 marks. So who knows? I don't know. Maybe people are getting in early, maybe people are being smart, but I don't like this play personally. £6.08, not for me. The second youngster then is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and at least he is playing games. And he is in very good form. He certainly looks like a very handy player for Chelsea. The Crystal Palace right back, and he's gone up 21p today to £3.93. Why has he gone up? There has been a few rumours that he could be linked to Manchester United in the summer, along with Koulibaly and Rakitic. Those 3 players are being linked with the 3 that United want to buy in the summer. He's also been linked up to an England call-up, so there is at least semi-logical reasons for his price going up. However, at £3.93 for a defender, he's already the 6th highest defender on the index. He's already more than Mendy, he's already more than Marquinhos at Paris Saint-Germain, and for me, his price is already built in. He's really got to go something to be the top defender, to beat the Virgil van Dijks, to beat the Sergio Ramoses, to beat the Joshua Kimmichs. Can he get up to those levels? Well, it would take something extraordinary. So again, for me, his price is just silly at the moment. He's gone up too much. 2 fallers today are also in the youth bracket. They are previously mentioned on other episodes, Sean Longstaff from Newcastle and Pietro Pellegrini, the 17-year-old Italian striker currently playing for Monaco. Let's have a look at Longstaff first then, and how much has he gone down today? Well, he's gone down 12p today and he's gone to a £3.17. Not too much to read into this. His price just simply went up too much the other night. It's just the price just steadying down. I expected him to drop a little bit more over the coming few days, unless he does something extraordinary over the weekend, and I expect to see his price long term hover between the £2.70 and the £3 mark. Pietro Pellegrini then, maybe a new name for some of you. He's gone down 11p and he's now at £2.66. Now, Pellegrini, he was bought from Monaco from Genoa in Italy for £21 million. At the time when he was playing for Genoa, he was actually the youngest player to ever play in Serie A at 15 years and 280 days. He's been compared to, and indeed looks up to, his hero Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and indeed his graph on Football Index mirrors Zlatan Ibrahimovic. By that I mean his price graph has been going up and down all season. Now his season has been plagued by injuries, so this may be a reason why this price has gone up and down. I haven't monitored him close enough to really investigate the true reasons, but it may also be a little bit of pumping and dumping to a certain extent. I'm always wary of players that have been going up and then down, then up and then down over the same 2-3 weeks. His price going down 11-12p. I wouldn't be surprised to see it go up 11-12p in the next few weeks. Time will tell on that one. Let's get into today's question then. We've got one via email and we've got one all the way from New Zealand. So thank you very much, Matthew in New Zealand, for sending your question. He says, how do you think the Chelsea transfer ban will affect Chelsea's young players? And he goes on to name Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Tammy Abraham. Good question, Matthew. Firstly, we have to actually wait to see if Chelsea's transfer ban is actually confirmed. They've appealed it, and I've got a very strong inkling that at the very least the transfer ban will be suspended until the January transfer window. So I think this summer will actually be a huge one for Chelsea, and I think they will go out and go on a huge spending spree with the transfer window then being delayed, or rather the transfer ban being delayed until the January window next year. However, if it does come into force this summer, will it affect those young players? Well, yes. The obvious answer is yes. If you look at Callum Hudson-Odoi, he was linked with a huge move to Bayern Munich, on off all January window. If Chelsea can't sign any players, they're not going to get rid of their players, especially the most highly prized asset in Hudson-Odoi. Now that works for him and against him in terms of Football Index. It works against him, of course, because he won't be linked to Bayern Munich or other clubs, so you won't generate their MB transfer headlines. However, if Chelsea are going to keep him, they're going to have to play him. And if he's going to be playing, he's going to get pitch time, and in turn with that, he gets a chance not only to win the PB, but also the MB. So I think it's actually a win-win situation in terms of Chelsea's youngsters, at least in terms of Callum Hudson-Odoi. Tammy Abraham, wait and see. He's still having a great season for Aston Villa this year in the Championship. Let's see if he's given a chance next year. Certainly his chances increase if Chelsea do have that transfer ban this summer. The second question comes via email and it comes from Tony. Tony, you didn't say where you're from, so I can't read out where you're from, but thank you, Tony, anyway. And he wrote, "Hi Trading Bear, I listen to your show every morning on the way to work and hear you talk about MB a lot. What is it? Enjoying the show, keep up the good work." Thanks for your email, Tony, and especially your kind words, thank you. So MB, what is it? MB just stands for Media Bonus, and what that is, in very simple terms, if a player gets articles in the newspaper, let's take the obvious example, Pogba, the more articles he gets written about him, the more MB points he gets. If you get the most MB points in a day, then you get 5p per share for that player. On some days where there's no games, there's a triple MB day. The top ranked player, so the person who has the most articles written about in that day, gets 8p per share. The second one, 5p per share, and the third one, 2p per share. Will that change in the upcoming share split? Possibly. Now that's only a few weeks away. It'll be interesting to see how the dividends change. A lot of people highly anticipating that the dividends will go up. That's it for this episode then. You can download and subscribe to the show on iTunes, Spotify and YouTube. Head over to the website to send in a question to tradingbearpodcast.com. Alternatively, you can find me on Index Gain under the name Trading Bear. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for the Mystery Player.
Mystery player. Position.
Midfielder.
Start price.
£2.30.
Current price.
£3.82.
PB.
60p.
MB.
0.
Dividend yield.
15.71%.
Trading Bear. Today's mystery player was Ever Banega.